He's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And the Steelers set to take the field. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down
caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Now the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Look at the spin. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Now the toss to Bell running right. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Now before the 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Melvin Ingram able to get in and run him down for what will be a loss of 15 yards. Now Ben on 3rd and long. He's going to launch this thing way down, and that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this 1st half. They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. And an alley to run. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And Boswell's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're still down, but they are able to salvage 3 here heading into the lockers.
This is what you work on from the beginning of training camp. Heading into the half, put some points on the board. No matter what the score says at that point, you've accomplished what you set out to do. Short kick.
Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. 1st half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the Chargers will start the 2nd half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. Room here to run. Touchdown, yards. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead.
And talk about taking words and bringing them to life. At halftime, I will guarantee you in their locker room, they talked about pressing the kicking game because you can get an advantage if you do it right, and they just did.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 21-10 game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some space here. Belichick, and he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. Boswell for the extra point. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 21-17. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. Nifty move by Gordon. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Rivers now to throw on first down. Steps away to his left. And he floated one out there incomplete. He was trying to hit Melvin Gordon there. And that'll bring up second down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Gordon. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. This is caught inside the 15. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 48 yards. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. The Pro Bowl corner, Jason Barrett, on to tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. On second down, Roethlisberger. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster. I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a game. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there at 22. Roethlisberger now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4.
Hurry up, let's go! 4 down!
Open space inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. In for the score. And the Steelers have now made this a 1-score game. So a big play now as the Steelers will go for 2. They'll try and run it in with Bell. But he will not get in here. He stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And now out on on the field. Here comes Los Angeles. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Rivers. And that's caught inside the 35. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Give him 30 yards there. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year and the Davises and the Gardens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
10 more there and another 1st down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Rolling to his right. And this is complete. It's Allen. 23 yards on the play.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Phillip Rivers taking it in. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Melvin Ingram in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Now Roethlisberger. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Looking deep downfield. And this will be caught at the 30. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. He Eli Rogers, 65 yards. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. Boswell good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
Watch the safety creep. Run to the ball. Drive to the
So
ball.
2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Rivers here to throw. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Well, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
That was a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong, he's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later, but I am still going with you on that one. Wide receivers work on a little bit more.
Rivers. Flush to his right. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Gordon on 1st down. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. As the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Throwing here, Rivers. He's going to air one out. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. One man in the backfield, that's Gordon, 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not...